Hello, everybody. Welcome to the skincare workshop, finding out about skin. So, a lot of people are like, why do I need to know anything about my skin? Why is that important? And some of us are like, tell me more, tell me more. And so, we're going to cover all that. And I love gross images. I'm just going to tell you the truth, and you're going to see some stuff. I think it drives home the point about why you need to take your makeup off at night, that kind of stuff, right? So the whole point about this is to teach you and give you a little bit more knowledge about how everything relates with your health. So I am a huge health. Um, how does this work with your health? How does this work with your internal system? So we're going to do that. I love slides because that way you won't start toning me out. You can look and see what I've been doing with my slides. I'm going to share my screen. Um, and at the end, I'm going to we're going to talk about the skincare that I use. And for those of you that don't know, I live in Northern Idaho, but I have been shopping with a company, a health and wellness company, for 14 years. And I started about the same time I had an entertainment company. So I was a professional makeup artist for the modeling industry. And I would design fashion shows for New York and LA, and it was such a fun. It was like playing Barbies all the time. I got to dress people and do their makeup and crazy hair, and I loved it. But there's a skincare line that I used because just because you're a model doesn't mean you always have great skin. There's also a makeup line that I use. It's related to this, but we're just going to talk about the skincare. And I had so many of my models wanting to know about the skincare because a lot of people, if they're blonde hair, blue eyed, they have really sensitivity to fragrances and chemical smells, and their eyes are always watering. So if you were one of those people, you know what I mean. My sister has the worst asthma I've ever met with someone, and she uses the skincare that I'm gonna refer you guys to here because this is hyperallergenic. But the reason skincare is important, you guys, is because as you guys know, your skin is the biggest organ that you have in your body, right? Your skin. So whatever you put on your skin is going to absorb into your body. That means it's going to dump into your bloodstream. So from a health standpoint, if you're using some toxic stuff like, Maybelline, it is completely toxic, and when you put it on your skin, especially if it's on your face, you realize it's in your bloodstream in about 26 seconds. So, as much as we go, I'm just going to buy this, I'm going to go buy that, most people do not recognize that when you put something on your skin, you might as well be dumping it into your blood. What that means is later it's going to affect your whole health because the skin is our biggest organ and it's designed to help absorb good things or bad things, and it's supposed to be a layer of protection for all the stuff that's out there, all the pollutants and all the toxins. So, got to be very careful about what we're doing because you may not think that putting on some cheap lotion that you get from Walgreens is going to hurt you, but it does. It hurts your whole body, not just give you ugly face. So here we go. All righty. So y'all see that? Y'all good? Yep. Give me a thumbs up that you can see this. Okay, very good. So, I'm gonna move you guys out of the way here. So this is about how health, nutrition, and skincare work together. It does work together. So if you have a desire to just genuinely and be healthy all over, skin is one of the great ways to start. I'm going to talk about what dermatologists say about skin and aging and how to support your skin inside and out. So one of the things I always told my models is there's not enough makeup to cover unhealthy. So get that. There's not enough makeup to cover unhealthy. There's not enough skincare that's going to cover unhealthy. So we're going to talk about your overall health later. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, why skincare matters. You guys, this is an age-defying thing, but the person on the right, this is what time, bad skincare, free radicals, this when your cells break down can do. It actually causes inflammation of your tissues, makes the gravity work even worse. So your skin is an organ. Like I said, it's the largest organ on your body, the largest. So what you're rubbing onto your skin is going to go into your bloodstream. Its job is to protect you against toxins. bacteria and UV rays. That's its job. But if you are hindering it to do its job because of the junk you're putting on your skin, it's not going to work as well, right? And skin also reflects internal health. So let me just tell you this. If you are a 40-year-old, 50, 60-year-old still getting adult acne, that is gut health. That's your gut not working good, girls. Okay. So that's something to talk about. So your skin reflects what's going on in your body. The average woman uses 6 to 12 personal care products every day. I agree with that. Besides all the stuff I have in my shower, right? Exposing yourself to over 150 different chemicals from your skincare, your makeup, your shampoo, lotions, and more. That's 150 chemicals that in most cases are not good for you. Thousands of cosmetic products sold today contain ingredients linked to cancer, reproductive harm, or hormone disruption. So I deal with a lot of women that are going on, I'm starting to go through menopause, perimenopausal, blah, 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 all that crazy stuff. And the first thing I do is let's talk about your skincare and cosmetics because they are what are your cleaning products because they can disrupt your hormones. And when your hormones are going crazy anyway, the mood swing can go from I'm a nice person to I'm gonna, cut your throat because you said something. A recent study found more than 50% of cosmetic tests contains PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. 50% of cosmetics forever chemicals. That means they stay in your system. The word fragrance on a label can legally hide dozens of undisclosed chemicals. So when you guys walk into a Bath and Body Works, you know that wall of smell that hits you? That is nasty, toxic stuff. So thousands of cosmetic products sold today contain ingredients linked to cancer, reproductive issues. So this is on your face. Whatever you put on your face is going to absorb into your bloodstream within 26 seconds. And this is the average. This is a thing on a dermatologist site that I found is that, most shampoos have about 15 chemicals, eyeshadow 26, lipstick 33, body lotions 30, deodorants 15. Look at this. And all of that is being dumped in your system. In fact, I was just talking to a mom. Do you realize that when babies are born, they're born with about 200 chemicals in their umbilical cords? That's how bad this is getting out there, you guys. So the 7 skincare mistakes that are causing people to age. Skipping sunscreen. I have a little bit, this is from a dermatologist site. I have a little bit of an issue with that. Because we only started getting skin cancer when sunscreen was invented. How is that for interesting? Skin cancer went up when sunscreen, because the sunscreen that you guys get at the store now, where I shop here at the shopping club, we have a sunscreen that's not toxic, but don't buy the stuff with the other chemicals in it because that causes issues. Sleeping with makeup. How many of you guys, I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger here. How many of you guys actually go to bed with makeup? Raise your hand. There's a few of you. Okay, I'm going to show you something later. Harsh cleansers. Dove, you guys, is not your friend. If you're putting Dove on your face, it is not your friend. It's actually quite harsh. Skipping antioxidants. You guys know that your cells are here and they're like a thing here. When you use chemicals on your face, your cells freak out and they start breaking apart. I'm going to show you that. Antioxidants are things that calm your cells down, and you need that internally and you need that externally too. Not moisturizing. Some people don't like to moisturize because the moisturizer that they use is the cheap stuff that just sits on your skin as opposed to absorbing through your skin layers. So if you're one of those people that go, I hate wearing skin lotion, it just feels so heavy, that means you have a skin lotion that's not absorbing. And then inconsistent routines. Everything that you do with your body is going to have a long-term effect some way down the line, just like drinking lemon is really good for your skin, right? Good for your whole body kind of a thing. And so the routine that you have is really important. Oops, there we go. Let's try to mute somebody. So this is about skin health and nutrition. There is a skin and brain connection. I bet you didn't know that, right? Stress hormones, stress, women, are we ever stressed? We like to cure all the world's problems, so we're stressed. But the stress hormones increase inflammation, and breakouts tend to increase during stress, and skin conditions flare during stress. If you have eczema, psoriasis is going to go even farther and have more of an issue if you are stressed. At the end, I'm going to show you something that we have for stress. But your stress hormone, you guys, it's in your body, relates to your skin, and your skin can be inflamed. So there's also the gut-skin axis, and this is literally the term that they call it, is gut bacteria influences inflammation, which can affect your face. It's linked to acne and rosacea. Your gut talks isn't related to your health. Gut also is related to depression. There's a lot of things people are finding gut's related to cancers. Healthy digestion supports clear skin. You've got to digest so that you get the toxins out of your body. A lot of times people have skin issues is because their gut's not working and all that goop in your poop, you guys, it's staying in your body and then it's going to come out of your skin. So nutrients dermatologists say support skin are the vitamin C, like the collagen support. The collagen, I drink collagen every day. Vitamin A for skin renewal, vitamin E for the antioxidant protection. Your skin needs an antioxidant just like your cells internally do. And then omega-3. Now you need a supplement to make sure that you're getting all this because we do not have enough nutrition in our food. It's called soil depletion. There's all kinds of reasons why we have to take supplements. And so I take a vitamin pack that's with the company I'm going to talk to you about, with the nutrition company, because there's one that is literally called Hair, Skin, and Nails that helps bring nutrition back to my skin, back to my hair, back to my nails. And then I'm also eating better for skin health. So avocados are really good. Berries, fatty fish, leafy greens, nuts and seeds. These are all really good for your skin. Not that you rub this stuff on your skin. You got that, right? You're not rubbing avocados on your skin. Okay, make sure we got that. So here's a reality check. This is an example. There's a twin study. You can actually, if you go to Google Images, there's lots of twins that have had their skin studied. These are twins. Identical twins. Can you see the difference in their skin based on one of them was a tan and one wasn't? Kind of amazing, right? Here are some common problems that people have, like your forehead. Stress or an unbalanced diet can help that. So increase water. And then you guys, de-stressing is just time for you. And then one of the best things you guys can do for your skin is go to bed and have some time for you and just breathe through all the things that are bothering you. Cheeks, there's bacteria. And one of the biggest bacteria things you guys have is your phone. In fact, there's another slide talking about if you guys take your phone to the bathroom, how much poop bacteria gets on your phone that you're rubbing on your face. It's disgusting. All right. I know. What are you going to do in the bathroom if you don't take your phone? I mean, how are you going to check Facebook, right? The chin and the jawline, that's a sign for hormone issues. This is where if you have a lot of dairy or sugar intake, that's where that's going to show up. Your nose is the bacteria and building up of oil. So there's lots of things for helping with the oils and toners and stuff like that. Interesting, your hairline. Your hairline, if you're having issues there, that's where a lot of product builds up with hairsprays, shampoos, hair straighteners, hair masks, all that stuff. This is the issue for that. So when after I take a shampoo and everything, no matter how much I wipe my face, I take my toner and I really go around my hairline. It's amazing how much is still kind of there. Kind of interesting. So you guys look at each one of these, take a picture of this. Right here, water, guys, de-stressing. This, your phone, where you've taken your phone. Do you clean your phone? We have a disinfectant. I actually clean my phone with my disinfectant, right? Because it's always here, dropping it in my pores. My phone stays on the floor more times than not because I drop it so much. So this is a phone. This is a phone. 70% of people take their phone into the bathroom with them. This is bacteria from a phone. Look at that. Doesn't that make you want to just rub that all over your face, which you are? So, also, what's on your pillow? So there is a pillowcase bacteria. So there's dead skins, there's bacteria just from it being there, dirt and debris, dust mites, makeup, oils, skin and hair product residue, and all of this is rubbing it on your face. So how often do you change your pillowcase? Now for your hair, you guys, I highly recommend that you get a satin pillowcase or a silk pillowcase because it's better for your hair, especially if you have fake blonde hair, like I do. Fake blonde hair people, silver haired people our hair tends to be a little bit more porous, and flannel pillowcase, cotton pillowcase make our hair break down. But how often you guys change your pillowcases? Probably needs to be more so than when you change your bedding. Like your pillowcases need to be changed often. So just keep that in mind. Okay, your skin absorbs what you apply. Studies suggest skin can absorb chemicals. We know that. It can absorb within 26 seconds, it's absorbing. So the ingredients really matter. Quality skincare becomes important because what you put on your skin is going to absorb. So doesn't it make sense that the ingredients need to matter, right? And if you really go to that Maybelline aisle, there's not any good ingredients there. There's tar in their mascara. That's not good for you. So here's 5 toxic beauty ingredients to avoid. There's parabens, and you can see the names, methylparaben, butylparaben, propylparaben. There's all kind of big, long words. The DEA, MEA, TA listed, you can see the long words they're listed under. Formaldehyde, you guys, formaldehyde is embalming fluid. And yet it is also a preservative. That's why you do not want a product that has the potential to sit on a shelf for 5 to 7 years, which they do. That's why they mass produce things. That is why that stuff is so toxic, is because they put it on there so it's not, they put formaldehyde in there so it doesn't spoil. Synthetic fragrances, those are not great because you want something that's going to be like an essential oil base because those are natural, those are fine. And then there's a lot of chemicals, there's a lot of big names under that, a lot of under sunscreen products. This is why I said I have an issue with the dermatologist saying lack of sunscreen causes skin cancer, but look at the chemicals in sunscreen products, that's what's causing skin cancer, right? A lot of inflammation, allergies, hormone disruptor, that kind of thing. So we have to really be careful. And so I'm not in the mood anymore to look at every single ingredient that I have to say, okay, is there methylparaben in this? And look at all the ingredients. This is why I shop with the Wellness Shopping Club, which I'm going to talk about at the end, because we don't have any of this stuff. I know that every product that I used on me, that I used on my models, that I used on my kids are not going to have these products, so that I know that it's a safe place to shop. Now, this is the sign, this is a guy, I love using him because this is a visual of what it's like with your skin breaking down. And notice both sides of his cheeks. One side's kind of clear, the other side is a droopy eye with a lot of wrinkles. Do you guys see that? See the differences there? His right side of the cheek is the side that faces the window. This is a truck driver. He's been driving truck for 25 years. And that is what free radicals look like. That's what your cells are doing. They're breaking down. Now, sun, this guy's obviously not using skincare, but sun, putting on the wrong products can do this to you. If you're putting formaldehyde and parabens and phthalates on your face, it is doing this. But we're doing it all over and you're just calling it aging. This is a great example, which means free radicals are when the cells start breaking apart. That's like the 2nd grade level to explain it. An antioxidant, which is what we have in our skincare, helps build those cells back. So if you're someone like me that, I live in the Pacific Northwest, we don't get a lot of sun, but when I do go to travel, I love the sun. I need a lot of antioxidants because I'm going to go out in the sun. If you live someplace where there's a lot of sun, you need a lot of antioxidants in your skincare so that you don't have droopy truck driver face. Does that make sense? Using the wrong stuff on face care can cause this. This is Clarins. This is a real example of a product testimony that somebody did. This is what this did to her face. Chemicals, you guys. You do not want to have a skincare that has a lot of chemicals in it. There is a statistic that I just read that 50% of people that use Proactiv have reported having a bad reaction to the products. 50%. So the system that I use is called Sabella. Sabella is a skincare cosmetic line, and it's a combination of three things, a trifecta, which is safer, cleaner, natural ingredients. But they work. High performance. You guys, I am 64 years old. This is the skincare and makeup line that I use, and I use it twice a day. I clean my face. I'm toning my face. I'm doing all the things that they say to do because I don't feel old. I don't want to look old. But the thing that most people, when they start looking at skincare systems, are like, yeah, I have to mortgage my children just to be able to afford it. Because we are an online company, we do not have a physical store. I mean, we have a couple of them, but most things around the nation, we don't. They're priced amazingly well. So you get a higher quality product that is safe, that's going to be less than you go to the grocery store and pay for things. So the step one, you guys, write these down. Step one, every day you have to clean. You got to clean, you got to clean, you got to clean. Do not use Dove. No, 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 no. It removes oils, pollutants, and makeup and prepares the skin for the treatment. So there's always 4 stages that you do, morning and night, okay? This is what happens if you don't, guys. These are eye mites. Yeah, they are. This is why you need to take your makeup off every night. You can see the little specks in the lashes. Those are eye mite eggs. They're little bitty things that clump to you and eat your mascara at night. Are you guys going to dinner after this, by the way? That's so gross. But this is why I clean my face at night. I used to not. I used to leave mascara on and just kind of wipe it off in the morning. This image lives with me forever, and so I take my makeup off at night. These are the best makeup remover wipes that we have. We also have a honey and rose makeup remover. So the honey and oil I put, which when it first came out, I'm like, we're gonna put oil on our eyes. What is this? And it's an amazing makeup remover. It makes your face feel really good. Plus, it's a lovely, lovely fragrance. So the step 2, you guys, is tone. I tone every day. It balances, your skin has a pH balance, right? But it also helps remove all the impurities. So this is why you always tone. You cleanse it, it removes additional residue. It balances your skin's natural pH balances. That's more of a big deal than what you might think it is. Refresh, hydrate. I love the way my face feels after I tone it. Minimizes your pores, which is important for your skin health. Makes you look better anyway, but it's just better for your skin health because, again, if you've got a big open pores and your skin is a defense for bacteria and you got those big pockets of pores letting the bacteria in, and then it helps you prepare for the next step, which is the serums and the moisturizers, right? So this is why, you guys, you cleanse and then you tone. You got to do it. Don't fight me on this. You got to do it. Then you treat. So target specific skin concerns, and then this is where you're delivering the antioxidant. So I have, with Sabella, I have an eye treatment thing, which is this little rollerball thing, and then moisturizing because this is the thinnest skin on your whole body. So we have to treat it really special. If you got bags under your eyes, if you got puffy eyes, you're starting to get those fine lines. We have stuff that work with that, and I use it every single day, every day, every day. And then we moisturize. This is the step that a lot of people skip because their moisturizer feels so heavy. Now, why is that? One of the things, again, we invest in quality products, quality ingredients. So we're able to scientifically make our moisturizing molecules very small so they absorb. That is the true difference. You can put on our moisturizer and you don't feel like you're wearing a weirdo mask. That is huge. That's why I do it at morning and I do it at night. So I have my little routine at nighttime. I'm laying in bed with my husband. I'm doing my little face. I do my neck. We have something specifically for neck. When I was in the entertainment world, there's 2 ways that I could tell what someone's real ages are. Their neck and the back of their hand.
Mhm.
Two areas that give your age away. And whenever you're in casting, that's what they look at, your neck. So we have a lotion that's specifically for neck. And after I do my face, I rub it on the back of my hands. So I put face cream on the back of my hands because I don't want someone going, oh, let me see your hands. Oh, what are you, 120? No, I'm not. Okay, so this is our routine. We clean, we tone, we treat, we moisturize. The consistency creates result. You're not going to see this overnight. You're not. But the consistency is what absolutely helps. Now, the treating, one of the things I do in the morning is we have a great essential oil line, and I take frankincense and I dab it on a couple of the spots on my face that are starting to get a little bit darker, a little bit too freckly. You know what I mean? Some may call it an age spot. I'm not going to. I'm going to call it a really big God kiss. But I do that every day and I can see it starting to change and get lighter. So that consistency is what helps you to be better. Now, it also helps you to be healthier because, again, your skin is a defense, right? Your skin is one big organ. It has to stay healthy or it's not going to defend. Does that make sense? What is it defending against? Staph infection, MRSA. You guys ever seen anybody with MRSA? My friend had MRSA and she got it right here. And it's this big old pus ball thing she got on her face. It's horrible. Okay, you need to support your skin the inside and out with nutrition, supplements, healthy habit, and consistency. So consistent with supplementation, consistency with skincare. So we talked about stress. This is a product that we have. The name of the company that we shop at is called Melaleuca. If you don't know anything about Melaleuca, you can hang on here and I'm going to walk you through it real quick. This is a lot of people take Luminex. Some take it in the morning, some take it at night because it does help with stress. Again, stress is going to show up on your face. Stress is going to show up on your weight, ladies. When you have stress, your body holds on to that. It holds on the cortisol. You gain weight. Cannot have stress for many reasons. Remember, we talked about the gut skin axis. These are the things I take absolutely every day. FiberWise is a prebiotic, probiotic fiber, psyllium husk fiber. It is the best price, the best tasting, and the most effective fiber I've ever had in my entire life. I do the sugar-free berry every day. The side effect of that is it dropped my cholesterol 55 points. What? Double win. Good Zymes helps the enzymes of your stomach work better. It also helps clean your blood, by the way. I just learned this. Florify is a daily probiotic, prebiotic for your gut health. You guys, your gut health is related to depression. It's related to brain fog. It's related to cancer. You've got to have a good health gut for everything, but it's also related to how good your skin is. Because if your gut's not cleaned out, you guys, you got to roto-rooter that baby, it's going to come out in your skin. Now, one of the slides that nutrients dermatologists say support skin, we talked about collagen. We have two types of collagen. I drink collagen every day, and I'm on the Peak Performance Pack. So not only is my skin healthy, but my eyes have improved 6 times. Yes, my eyesight has improved 6 times. My cholesterol's dropped 55 points. My all kinds of great blood work, which I just got done again. So when you have great nutrition and supplements, it comes out through your skin. It helps your heart, it helps your hair, it helps everything. So Sabella is the difference that we make here, you guys. This is the company that has a whole skincare line, a whole nutrient line. It has all kinds, it has 450 products that are healthier because I'm doing a series right now called 100 Little Changes. For your health, there has to be 100 little changes. 100 little changes. You cannot want to be healthy and then use Pantene shampoo because that stuff is toxic. It's got formaldehyde, and when you're in the shower, it turns into a vapor and you're breathing it in. Can't use Dove shampoo and rub it all over your skin. You can't use anything from Bath and Body Works if you want to be healthy because it's full of formaldehyde and chemicals. But you also have to be proactive about what you're putting in your body, what you're putting on your body, and what you're breathing. That's why you can't have toxic chemicals in your house. What do I mean? I mean bleach. So if you use bleach on your sheets, and then you lay down and put your face on the bleach, what's that doing to your skin? You're absorbing it. You can't use Cascade, that's liquid bleach. Why? Because it's on your dishes, and then you go to put the food in the dishes and you're eating the bleach. And then we wonder why our cancer rates are so high. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pause the recording